With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Home, I've come to understand, isn't a single place on a map. Home is the ability to carry all these landscapes within me without being crushed by their contradictions. The constancy of these small check-ins, Mom's way of maintaining connection across our separate geographies, became the thread that kept us tethered through the years. My name is Jenny Skoog, and this is The Silence Between Hello, a podcast about what remains when distance, faith, and memory reshape a relationship.
Well, hi, Jenny. This is Mom. Thanks for the beautiful flowers that came from oh gosh, I forgot now. The florist anyway in town here. Yeah, they're just beautiful. I wish I could take a picture of them, but they're just so pretty. Thank you. Call me. Okay, bye.
Mom's voice, slightly breathless with delight, thanking me for flowers I'd sent from 1,200 miles away. After I left the faith, we had to create new rituals of connection, ones that weren't based on shared religious practices or common beliefs. Flowers became one of our bridges. I'd send them for Mother's Day or her birthday or sometimes just for no reason at all. It was my way of saying I'm thinking of you. I remember you. I love you even across this distance. In my parents' religion, holidays were muted affairs focused on church services rather than large material exchanges. For Christmas, Mom and Dad handmade our gifts. Over the years, I received art-worthy blankets and quilts from Mom. I composed this podcast, sitting at the wooden desk that Dad made for me. Easter was about resurrection with a side of jelly beans, but trick-or-treating on Halloween was out of the question. So when I began sending flowers, it wasn't just a gift. It was the creation of a new tradition between us, one that belonged only to our relationship, untethered from the faith that had defined everything before.
Oh, hi, Jenny. The shoes came. Thanks. Yeah, I got them on now, so I got to get used to them. Yeah, thanks. The large shoes odd compared to other shoes, but they'll break in. Okay, see you, bye.
I sent Mom comfortable walking shoes once after she mentioned her feet hurting. I can picture her trying them on in her kitchen, the microwave beeping in the background as she left me this message. These small kindnesses traveled both ways.
Oh, hi, Jenny. It's Mom. We're having a snowstorm. 2 days in a row, and all night, too. Did you get the apron? Let me know. Bye.
For my birthday, she'd mail one-of-a-kind aprons that she'd stitched together from found scraps at Joann Fabrics. By the time she died, I had racked up 27 of them. Sometimes I would receive a dish towel that she'd embroidered during long car rides with Dad. And a few times a year, cookies would somehow survive the postal journey. These treats from home, ones that she took care to make and package up and drop off at the post office, were thoughtful gestures of love that I never took for granted.
Oh, hi, Jenny's Mom. I wore my pajamas last night because it was hot. Yeah, they're delicate fabric. They can't even be washed in the washer. But they're really beautiful. Thank you. Okay, bye.
When people ask me how I maintained a relationship with my mother after leaving the faith, I often struggle to explain these small exchanges. They were so ordinary, and yet they carried the weight of our complicated history, our separate lives, and our tentative reconnection. In our family, physical affection wasn't common. I don't remember hugging my parents as a child. The standard greeting between church members was a handshake accompanied by the phrase, God's peace. When I left the faith, the mutual greeting stopped, which created an awkward vacuum in familial interactions. So I began a new tradition when visiting home. Instead of the religious handshake, I'd wrap my arms around their shrinking bodies for a bear hug. I love you, I'd say, hearing those rare words repeated back to me. It felt foreign at first, almost transgressive, but over time it became our new ritual, replacing what had been lost with something more honest for both of us.
Oh, hi, Annie. This Mom. Yeah, pictures. Anne, Jenny. Yeah, we got this puzzle we're working on. It's really something. It's kind of hard, but we're getting it. Okay, bye.
Mom's confusion here, calling me by my sister Anne Marie's name before correcting herself, became more common in her later voicemails. But what's striking is that even as her cognitive abilities were declining, she still reached for connection, still wanted to share the small details of her day. The puzzle they were working at was kind of hard, but we're getting it. A metaphor, perhaps, for our own relationship.
Oh, hi, Jenny. This is Mom. I see your crowd. We went to Litchfield to see Becca Muddin, and he's dying. So we had such a fun visit over there, nice visit with over. Haney was there, and Rita was there, and then Becca had married Dagmar. Well, she was there. So then Daddy and Joe had us for supper, so we just got home. Could call me. Okay, bye.
Mom's description of a visit with a dying friend as fun and nice might seem jarring, but it reflects something cultural about her Finnish-American background. Death was approached matter-of-factly as a natural part of life. The rituals around dying, the visiting, the shared meals, the community gathering were as important as acknowledging the sadness. I recognized names in this message that I hadn't heard in decades: Becca, Haney, Rita, Dagmar. These were members of the church community, part of the extended network of believers that had once been my world too. Mom continued to share these updates, even though I no longer belonged to that community, as if keeping the thread of connection alive through these names and these shared histories.
Oh, hi, Jenny. We came up to the exercise room, and me and Daddy were in a different machine, and I just thought I'd call you. Okay, bye.
In the autumn of their life, Mom and Dad moved to an assisted living facility. They continued to exercise, just as they had when they lived in their house. Mom would call me from the stationary bike, slightly out of breath, just to share this mundane moment of her day. These calls from unexpected locations, the exercise room, the craft space, the dining hall, became a new way of including me in her life, bringing me into the small rituals of her final years.
Oh, hi, Jenny. This is Mom. I was just wondering how your bullet turned out. Okay, bye.
Pulla, a Finnish cardamom bread, was one of the few cultural traditions that transcended our religious differences. Mom had taught me to make it when I was young, and I still baked it occasionally in my New York apartment, filling the tiny space with the scent of cardamom and butter. Her question about my pulla was more than just casual interest. It was a recognition of this shared heritage, this tradition that connected us across the miles and differences. Mom was the best cook, and I often called her for recipe advice. These small moments of normalcy, of just being mother and daughter without the weight of religious expectation, became increasingly precious as she aged. Her handwritten recipes still remain a treasure to me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jenny. Happy birthday to you. Call me, bye.
In the end, perhaps this was our most important ritual, simply reaching across the distance again and again to say, I'm still here, I still remember you, and I still care. Not because religious obligation demanded it, but because love, however imperfect, however complicated, persisted. In our next episode, we'll explore the painful changes that came with Mom's cognitive decline as her messages became increasingly confused and our communications transformed once again. We'll hear her struggle to remember phone numbers, names, and even who she was calling, and discover how connection adapts when memory begins to fail.
Oh, hi, this is Mom. I don't remember who I called. I don't remember. You must be, Jenny? I don't know. Anyway, this Mom. I said I'd call you. Bye.